All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, Judge.
Thank you for serving with us on today. Good morning,
You're
in the
welcome.
courtroom. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, officer, you may open court at this time.
Welcome all. 36th District Court, State of Michigan is now in session with the Honorable Judge Shannon A. Holmes presiding. During this Zoom court proceeding, there will be no gum chewing, eating, drinking, smoking, or talking. Also, you're required to be dressed appropriately for court. No do-rags, hats, pajamas, low-cut tops, spaghetti string tops, or underclothes should be visible. If you have any additional electronic devices, please silence them or turn them off now. Thank you all in advance for your compliance, and good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning and thank you. All right. Good morning again to everyone in the courtroom. I'm going to have the case managers place your appearance on the record. And then I have a few people that are going into breakout rooms this morning with an attorney because you have some concerns that are going on. Let's start with, I see Mr. Yancey. If you could place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Sobriety Court this morning, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Yancey. I failed to start with the attorneys, but that's okay. I'll come back to you. All right. Come on, Mr. Griffin.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin, drug court case manager on behalf of the probation department.
Good morning, Mr. Griffin. All right. And then Miss Cleveland, I see you.
Morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for Sobriety Court.
Good morning, Miss Cleveland. And now I will have the attorneys place your appearance on the record. My apology.
Thank you, Judge. For the record, Jesse Reed, drug court defense attorney, P23863. Judge, I'd like to make a motion, continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And your motion is granted.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P31894, Drug Treatment Court Defense Counsel. I too would make a similar motion.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted as well. All right. I have a couple of people that need to go into a breakout room. And so Miss Hornstein, who's going to go in the breakout room with Miss Hornstein?
I'll be doing that, Judge.
All right. Wonderful. I need the parties to accept the invitation to breakout room number 1, Attorney Fikens and Miss Hornstein. And then is there anyone else that's on that needs to go to a breakout room at this time?
Is Mr. Hamilton in, Judge? Because I was
Mr.
going to go.
Hamilton is in. Mr.
May I go?
Hamilton. We'll go, Mr. Reed, I'm sorry, you're going to go to a breakout room with Mr. Hamilton?
Yeah, Judge.
All right, I'm going to assign Mr. Reed and Mr. Hamilton to breakout room number 2. I've opened the breakout rooms. Please accept your invitation.
Thank you.
All right, and then with that, for the remainder of the team.
Judge, did you get a chance to read your text messages? Ms. Cleveland just sent a text message if you haven't got a chance to read it yet.
I haven't
Okay.
had a chance to read it. Okay. Can you tell I just read it?
Yes.
I still haven't had a chance also to make contact with the officer, the corporal that's monitoring her to verify some things. So is it all right if I step aside for just a second to try to make a phone call to him?
Absolutely. I'm just trying to digest, but okay, yes.
And I just got off the phone from the facility over there. She called me first thing this morning to let me know about this.
Okay.
Oh, and also, I'm sorry, Alice Johnson, she's going to try to Zoom in. So
Okay.
that's what she sent me a message.
And tell her it's okay.
Okay.
We'll see her next week, okay?
Okay. Thank you so
All right.
much, Your Honor.
Very good. I still see Miss Sally, is it Solier or Solier? Instead of just butchering it, why don't you tell me your name? Because I'm not doing a good job.
Soulier.
Soulier. All right, Miss Soulier. I know that you have to speak with an attorney. They're with clients right now. And as soon as they are available, we'll make sure that you get in to see them, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. And then there's someone on named Kyla Anderson. Not really sure if you're on my docket this morning, Ms. Drew. I'm gonna have Ms. Anderson call the courtroom. I don't see her. I think I'm
Okay.
looking at the updated docket. She doesn't appear on my docket.
Yes,
Correct?
correct, Judge.
All right, and so I'm about to put the office number in the chat. Ms. Anderson, please call my clerk and find out where you're supposed to be, because I don't think you're in the right place, okay? All right, that number is in the chat for you. And then Ms. Cook is not on, so I'll wait until she joins us. And are there any other matters from any of the team members while we're waiting? If not, I can hear you all. Let me know when they're ready to proceed. Mr. Reed, I see that you and Mr. Hamilton have both. Did you do Mr. Hamilton's case, Mr. Reed?
Yes, I did, Judge. We did have a good conversation, and we're back.
All right, and so I know that Ms. Robbs is assigned to this matter. Mr.
Yes,
Yancey,
sir.
are you prepared to go forward, or how should we proceed?
I'm prepared to go forward, Your Honor.
All right, let's do Mr. Hamilton's case. Oh, looks like I lost him. There he is. Mr. Hamilton, are you ready? Can you unmute yourself, please?
Yes, you can hear me?
I can hear you now. Good morning, Mr. Hamilton.
Good morning.
All right, let me place your case on the record. It's 200-579-3601. State your name for the record.
DeMonte Hamilton.
All right, Mr. Hamilton, we had an opportunity to staff your case, I believe, on yesterday. And so, Mr. Reed, is there anything you wanted to share before I just kind of summarize what we talked about?
Yes, Judge. First of all, thank you for letting me go into the breakout room with Mr. Hamilton. We did have discussions about some of the concerns that we had, some of the concerns that we discussed in staffing yesterday, and I will not put those on record. Mr. Hamilton is aware of what our concerns are. He indicates he wants to do the program. He's not feeling well now, and he's at home, but he still wants to do the program. He understands that he needs to do something for drug court every day, and He indicated that he wants to do that. And we also talked about his driver's license and the fact that he doesn't have a valid license and he will not be driving. And Judge, I'm hesitant to put a lot on the record in open court, but
Yes.
we did have a good conversation, and he does want to continue with drug treatment court, and I believe he's gonna work the program, Judge. And thank you.
All right. Mr. Hamilton, we had an opportunity to talk about some concerns yesterday that this court is having with respect to some activities that you're engaging in. Ms. Robs is out unexpectedly on today. And so what I will indicate to you is that I still have some expectations of you, even though you're at home, okay? Because you can
Yes,
still
ma'am.
work the program even while you're at home. And so there are some things that are available to you virtually. And we talked about that in staffing on yesterday. One of those things is your 12-step meetings. You can do that and you can write down the date, the time, and where you attended the virtual meeting. And you can write down also what you learned because you can still learn some things, okay? Mr. Hamilton,
I hear you, Judge.
you can
Yes,
hear
ma'am.
me? Okay. All right. Very
Yes,
good.
I'm so hot. Yes,
I
I can hear you.
understand. Okay, and I hope that you feel better, Mr. Hamilton, but I am concerned. I
Yes,
am
ma'am.
deeply concerned. And so not only can you do the 12-step virtual, there is another service that I have indicated that you can do virtually. And I'm certain Mr. Yancey, maybe you can go in a breakout room with him, Mr. Yancey, and let him know what that other service is.
Yeah.
And so that's what we'll do. So there are two things that I expect you to be doing while you are at home. And that's your 12-step meetings and the other piece that Mr. Yancey is going to share with you in breakout. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. I have a question, Judge.
Let me finish with my last thing and then I'll take your question, okay?
Okay. Yes.
All right. The last thing that I need you to do, I want you to do, you must do, is you're going to get back on that 1-800 number. Remember, I told you, and have some really honest conversations with them about what's going on, okay?
Yes.
And then you're going to report back what the recommendation was. You're going to let Ms. Robs or Mr. Yancey know that, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're clear. 3 things. You clear on that?
Yes.
All right, very good. Tell me, what's your question?
Uh, the 1-8. Can I talk to the same 1-800 number guy, or I have to switch it up?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. If it's just a queue call and the first available assessor is who you will get. And if that's the case, then you do that assessment again, okay?
Okay.
All right, do you have any other questions?
No, no, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna see you next week again, Mr. Hamilton. I'm going to put you down. Mr. Yancey, I'm not certain I want to push him all the way to Friday. And so I would, okay, I would like to bring him back maybe on Monday or, no, well, maybe Tuesday. That's not a good day. I think, is that docket full on Tuesday? Well, this is what I do. Mr. Yancey, I'll stick with Friday. Today is the 16th, so that would put us on the 23rd, April 23rd, 2021. I'll stick with that at 8:30 a.m. And of course, you and Ms. Robs know that if we need to come back earlier, have him come back earlier next week, we can certainly do that, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hamilton, do you have any other questions?
No, ma'am.
Right, I hope that you feel better. I hope that you're making some good decisions, not just for yourself, but other individuals around you that you may come in contact with. And I need you to do those 3 things that I've asked you to do because you can do those from home, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
If you need us, you can always dial into the courtroom, but I need you to make sure that you take your calls from any calls from Ms. Robs or Mr. Yancey. And I'm going to, in fact, place you and Mr. Yancey in a breakout room at this time, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. And I'm going to place Mr. Hamilton and Mr. Yancey in, well, I don't see Mr. Hamilton. 1 second. All right, Mr. Yancey, you all are going to breakout room number 3. And then okay, you all should get an invitation at this time. Thank you. Go to your breakout rooms. All right, thank you. Did you all get an invitation, Mr. Hamilton? You did
No.
not?
I don't see it.
You should. Let me make sure. Oh, I didn't open it. There you go.
Yes,
Now you should have it. All right.
yes.
On my end. All right, let's keep going. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, we have Miss Amanda. I'm not going to butcher your name because I did not write it down phonetically. That's on this morning. Do one of you need to go in a breakout room with her?
No, Your Honor, I've received a recommendation from the people to dismiss this matter.
Oh, wonderful. Then I will call her case at this time. Let me have you unmute, please. I have the following. I have case number U231364115. State your name for the record.
Amanda Soulier.
Yes, Ms. Soulier. All right, Mr. Fike, is your motion or how are you proceeding today?
Thank you, Your Honor. There is a recommendation from the people to dismiss this matter with a stipulation of probable cause. We would so stipulate the probable cause, Your Honor, and ask the court to follow the recommendation of the people.
Absolutely. Your matter is dismissed without prejudice. It was worth the wait and the dial back in, wasn't
Thank
it?
you. Yes, thank you.
All right. I need you to make sure that you get your dismissal paperwork in the mail.
Okay.
If you don't, you see my telephone number to the office in the chat. Write that down because once you get that dismissal paperwork, you want to hold on to it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much, Judge.
All right.
Have a good weekend.
You do
Is there
the
a
same.
bond up in this case, Judge?
Oh, I'm sorry. 1 second, Miss. Now I
Okay.
Miss Reed messed me up. Miss Drew, did Miss Amanda post a bond?
Let me check, Judge. Let me check right now. It looks to see.
I think it was
Yes, ma'am, she
$100.
Yes,
All right. And
yes,
so,
she has $100 bond that's open.
all right. And so after the warrant costs the warrant costs are deducted, the remainder will be refunded to you. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Take care. Thank you,
You
Mr. Reed. All right. Is Ms. Cook with us? Good morning, Ms. Cook. Thank you for turning on your camera. I can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Let's let Ms. Cook unmute herself.
Okay,
There you are, Ms. Cook. Good morning to you.
good morning.
All right, let me place your case numbers on the record. I have Z805-9391, case number SP100300011. State your name, Ms. Cook.
Regina Cook.
All right, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good.
That's good. Do you know what today is?
Friday.
What else is happening today, Ms. Cook?
About to graduate today.
You're supposed to graduate today. Aren't you excited?
Right. Yes, I am. I've been up since 7 o'clock.
What you up so early for? You thought I was gonna be on at 7?
Uh-huh. No,
Good.
I just get up early sometimes.
You
Take
get
my
up.
medicine. Yeah.
All right, Ms. Cook, this has been a long journey for you. And
Yes,
I know
it
it has not been an easy journey for you. Tell me what's different about Regina Cook from the day I first met her to today.
Well, I feel good every day. I don't drink. And it was a long challenge, but I did it. I feel much better every day. I wake up and pray.
Yes, ma'am. Are you committed to staying, working on your sobriety for a life?
Yes.
All right. And why would you want to do that, Ms. Cook? What are the
Cause I
benefits of
want,
being sober?
I like to talk to the peoples when I be on Zoom and talk to a lot of ladies and, you know, still kind of trying to stay strong. So that's what I've been doing.
All right, very good. Well, I hope that this has been a good experience for you. I
Yes,
know it has
I-
not been an easy experience for you, but you did it, Ms. Cook. And
yes,
so
I'm
what that says
proud.
to me, and you should be, because what that
Mhm.
says to me, even when you think you can't, you can. And
Right.
I hope you will take that with you throughout the rest of your life.
Yes, I will.
Yes, even when I think I'm not strong enough, I am strong enough. Even when I
Right.
think I can't stick to it, I can stick to it. I hope
Right.
that's the messaging that you take with you.
Every day.
All right. Mr. Mr. Yancey, somebody needs to mute their phone. There's some feedback or something. Mr. Yancey, what do you want to
Yeah.
tell us about Miss Cook? He's standing in today for Ms. Robs, Miss Cook.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Your Honor, I want to congratulate Miss Cook. I'm sure she's excited about today.
Thank you.
You know, completing our program is not an easy task, but it's an incredibly worthwhile task, to say the least. It shows a lot of fortitude. It shows that you care about your own self, and we just, you know, there's several conditions, and sometimes 10 or more conditions that she's completed, and we just congratulate her. We're just hoping for the best, that she continues her journey. It might be it's a lifelong journey of sobriety, but we believe in her. We believe that she can do it, and we're just here to celebrate her this morning, Your Honor.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Yancey.
You're welcome.
All right. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fiken.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Judge, I will be making a motion in these two cases, but before I make the motion, I'd like to make a couple of comments, if I may. Congratulations, Ms. Cook. A
Thank
job
you.
well done. We are
Thank you.
proud of you. You should be proud of yourself.
I am.
It's not an easy task, but you've accomplished everything we asked you to do. You have a good attitude. It was a pleasure dealing with you. We wish you the best in the future. We want you to be safe and have a good long life. Uh, and thank you for working the program. We hope we've helped you. You've gotten some good
Yes.
information and tools to continue your life. Um, just thank you and be safe, Miss Cook. Judge, I'm going to
I
make
will.
one other thing. Just because you're graduating doesn't mean you don't have to stay in contact with us. We have aftercare programs with Dr. Alexander, people you can talk to. So stay in touch, Miss Cook. Stay in touch,
Okay.
okay?
I will.
Judge, I'm going to make my motion
Yes.
now. The following case, it cannot be dismissed, but it can be closed with improvement, and that is Z 805931. I'm making the motion that that case be closed with improvement. The next case can be dismissed. It's a dismissible case. It's SP 1003011, and I'm moving that that case be dismissed. And thank you, Ms. Cook. Thank you, Judge.
All
And
You're
right.
your,
Thank
welcome.
you. Yes,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Fiken.
and thank you, Your Honor. If I might just join in on that motion as well, because Ms. Cook, it's been a pleasure getting to know you. You've done what we've asked of you. We know it isn't easy. We know you've worked hard at it, and we're very proud of you. So please come visit us again. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Thank
All right,
you.
Ms. Cook, I am going to grant the motion for Mr. Reed. So your one case is going to be dismissed without prejudice, and the remaining case is going to be closed with improvement. You have no other matters outstanding at 36th District Court. We wish you the best, and understand if you need us, we are here. You don't need a court order. If you need us to point you in the right direction, we are here. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Ms. Cook on the successful completion of specialty court. Congratulations, Ms. Cook.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thank
All
you.
right. You are going to get all of your paperwork in the mail. And so
Okay.
you see that the court's number, well, you should know the court's number. If you don't get that paperwork, make sure you reach out to us because it's important that you have it and you hold on to it, okay?
All right. All right.
I wish you well, Ms. Cook.
Thank you, Judge Holmes.
All right, take care.
Well,
All right.
bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. I do see that someone else has joined us. I'm not sure if they are on our docket. And so for the individual that just joined, last name Jones, I have placed my court clerk's number in the chat. You may want to call because you don't appear on my docket. You may want to call. We want to make sure you're in the right place with the right judge. So if you could do that, that would be great. All right, I have one, just a couple of housekeeping matters, and then I am going to do Miss Horenstein's case. I have Carrie St. Charles, case numbers SP 9956111, case number U244799015, and case number U244973115. And so, Miss Cleveland, you did contact me. Miss St. Charles has an issue going on today. And so, Miss Cleveland, I'm going to adjourn her matter. And when do you have her returning to court?
I would recommend that she possibly come back on the 23rd, but I would update you along the way just to let you know if that's okay.
Yes, ma'am. So her return to court date would be April 23rd, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. And then, of course, you'll keep me posted. Thank you, Ms. Cleveland. I also have the following matters. It's now, I'll give it a few more minutes before I call the two matters that were arraignments on the bench warrant. And so if the parties are ready, I'm going to call Ms. Horenstein's case 200-4457-101. Ms. Horenstein, please state your name for the record.
Stephanie Arlette Hornstein, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Horenstein.
Good morning.
All right. Ms. Horenstein, we have some issues going on. And I know that you went into the breakout room. Who went into the breakout room with Ms. Horenstein?
I did, Judge.
All right. Mr. Fikens, do you want to take the lead in this matter?
Yeah, I think, and actually, I know Ms. Hornstein wants to address the court. That's what she told me. She wanted to give you a heartfelt expression of how she's feeling right now. I think she's has some concerns about the upcoming transfer and whether it's going to happen and what that means for her, and probably some concerns about the program, and just some general concerns. So, Ms. Hornstein, I'd like to address the court at this time.
Right. Yes.
We also, by the way, Judge, we also have her case manager from the facility there, Ms. Smith, who I talked to in the breakout room as well.
All right. Very good. Before you address the court, Ms. Horenstein, there's someone who has joined us, a Mr. Williams. Please look in the chat. You are not on my docket today. And so I need you to call my courtroom and speak with my court clerk to make sure you're in the right place with the right judge. That number is in the chat. It's 313-965-2280. So please make sure you call that number and speak with my clerk. Thank you. All right, Ms. Horenstein, you want to address the court?
Good morning, Your Honor. I didn't want to address the court in any concerns I have of the facility that was recommended. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit this morning about the situation at hand. I've spoke to the case managers about it, and it goes along with the kind of the same thing I talked to Ms. Cleveland about. Seems like when I'm getting to the end and I'm doing well, I have some self-sabotaging issues that I'm dealing with, but being here at Naomi's Nest, I've identified with them. I just, I've been journaling about it. I have to just continue on with figuring out why I do that. I've learned a lot of new things since I've been here about myself, more than the past 8 months that I've been with you. The staff here, the classes here, really working with the 12 steps here more than any other time that I've been in treatment with you has brought up a lot of issues with myself that I wasn't aware of before. So even though, you know, I'm in tears, it's also a good feeling because I know that I'm identifying with them, and at least I can work through them. You know, they're not going to go away today, but I'm, you know, certainly identifying with them. I just need to continue working through my issues to, you know, be okay with doing good and not, you know, being used to just not being used to disappointing myself. It seems like when I'm doing very well, it becomes unfamiliar, and you know, that's been going on for a long time. But again, had it not been for drug court and the places that you've sent me to, I wouldn't be here today. I would still be doing what I was before. So I'm still proud of myself though at the end of the day, because I know that I'm still going to continue to work hard and dust myself off and work through these issues that I'm having until I get it right. So again, I'm just grateful to be here, no matter where you send me or where I'm at.
And so, Ms. Horenstein, I appreciate the fact that you're doing some real good self-assessments, and you understand you've identified an issue, self-sabotaging. And of course, you know, we can't change things overnight, right?
Yes.
Where I get concerned is when if you're engaging in something detrimental to yourself, like self-sabotaging, and you don't even acknowledge that it's going on. That's where I get really, really concerned. But you acknowledge that I'm not used to doing well, and so I have a tendency to self-sabotage. And so because you recognize it, it's not just going to go away because you recognize it. You have to work at it. You have to work at it. You have to give your all in your classes. You have to give your all in whatever you do to address that issue. And so I am concerned about you. I will tell you, I'm concerned. And so I want to make sure, because you know you have a number of things that are at stake, right? It's not just with this court, but you have 1 foot at 36 and 1 foot at Third Circuit with a felony. And so we really want to help you, because irrespective of how your case may turn out at Third Circuit, I want you to be able to be successful in life. I want you to have garnered some tools that you can use to make some good decisions, to continue to work on you for life. Because all of us, we still are working on ourselves, believe it or not. We may not look like it, but we all have something that we're working on, right? And so I've had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Cleveland, and I want to thank you for just being honest, not making an excuse, not coming to me with some outlandish story. Thank you for just being honest, because you know what that does? It gives me the opportunity to address what's going on. It gives me the opportunity to make sure that wherever you are, that they are addressing something that you have identified as an issue for you. And so thank you. Thank you for not, you know, I'm going to tell you, after we staffed yesterday, I spent some time going, if she comes with some outlandish story on tomorrow, I just don't know what I'm going to do on a Friday. On a Friday. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. And so I just appreciate the fact that you trust us enough to just be honest about where you are, because that's the only way we can help you. Remember, we started off this program saying honesty. You've got to tell me what's going on. You can't be afraid of punishment and not be truthful with me, because I'm not here to punish you. I'm here to help you. And that's it. And it may feel like punishment, but I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. So thank you. I can't stress that enough. Thank you. And I see that as growth in you, Ms. Horenstein. I do. I see that as growth. And so I spoke with Ms. Cleveland. Ms. Cleveland texted me late last night, early this morning. She has been very much so concerned about you. And it's because she wants to make sure that we're making the right decisions where you are concerned. And I want to hear from you first before I even go through the things that Ms. Cleveland recommended. I want to hear from you. Do you think that you need to stay where you are a little longer?
Um, can I bring my case manager in on this for a second? Because we've discussed this together.
Sure.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who I have with me?
My name is Lynn Smith. I'm her case manager.
Good
One
morning.
thing I like, good morning, Judge. One thing I like to do is be transparent. And that everything you said, I had just talked to her about, you know, about the honesty. I'm a person in long-term recovery, and what that mean to me, I ain't used no drugs or alcohol in 7 years. And that if I can do it, she can do it. So I had just talked to her exactly about what you just talked to her about. Being honest, staying open-minded, have the willingness to listen to somebody else. Learn to surrender and get some acceptance that even though you self-sabotage, you see that, like I told you, it ain't gonna happen overnight. You're gonna have to continue on working on your defects of character. But what I really wanted to talk to the courts about is that I called Lighthouse and I let the attorney know. The Lighthouse would give her, I didn't send, because I transferred from the men to the women. So I've been over Naomi's Nest for a year. And that I didn't send like almost 40 some women to the Lighthouse. Out of 40 some women, I might have had 4 or 5 that relapse. That my women are doing awesome at Lighthouse. That my women go to Lighthouse, they get they didactics, they get their groups, they get their one-on-ones, they have to go to 12-step meetings. Then either they do this in the morning and they work at night, or they do it at night and work in the morning, because they have to work. Detroit Wayne Integrated Health Authority would pay for them for 6 to 8 months. But if they're doing good, they continue to help them. They can move on to an apartment by themselves. So I'm loving this program, and with the outcome, I'm loving the outcome, Judge. I just want to let you know that I had already called. I let them know that we're giving her a letter of completion because she still has some stuff to work on. In transitioning, Safani, I need her to go in on the behavior contract. They will put her on the behavior contract. Already set that up. When I drop her off, I will go in. She would talk to the therapist. They would set up this behavior contract. And I had let Miss Cleveland know as well. I gave her Miss D. Hicks and Selena Smith email and phone number for her to personally talk to them when she need be. So I just wanted you to know, with me transitioning her and still collaborating and advocating for her, that she'll be all right. Because like I told her, like you said, it don't happen overnight. The same thing the lawyer said to her. This ain't gonna happen overnight. Right. This is the life. We got to work on this. We do this one day at a time.
That's it.
And then she'll be all right as long as she continue on working on herself. I just wanted to share that, and that I will be, unless the courts tell me don't move her on, but I already set it up for her to move on with some stipulations.
Okay. And so Miss Cleveland did, in fact, let me know that was the recommendation. And there were a couple of things that Miss Cleveland recommended, and I'm in agreement with. That the first 30 days that she's there, that you will be on restriction to the building. You won't be free to roam around or anything like that for a number of reasons. And then after the 30 days, you will have a curfew, and it's going to be a 5:00 p.m. curfew, depending on what the recommendation is. And so, and then we'll work as you work on the things that you need to work on. Of course, I will lighten the restrictions. And understand the restrictions are to just keep you on track, to make sure you're getting everything that you need to get and that you're working on you. Also, I believe that that behavior contract, that's going to be a great thing, Ms. Cleveland. So we want to make sure that we get the information from them. Once she gets there, make sure you sign a release, Ms. Horenstein. We won't get to know what you tell your, people in your private sessions. We're going to respect all confidentiality. However, we do get to know, are you in compliance? Are you giving your best efforts? Are you doing the things that you're required to do? And maybe some recommendations if you're not in compliance and not doing the things that you're supposed to do. And so that's what, okay, that is what we'll be able to do. And so do you have some questions, Ms. Horenstein?
Shannon A. Holmes.
All right, I'm gonna need you to stop. Because you are messing, we're in court. All right, Ms. Horenstein, do you have some questions for me?
No, Your Honor, I'm very familiar on what you expect and what sobriety court expects of me. Been with you long enough to know I have no questions. I know exactly what needs to be done for the courts and for myself.
For yourself. Yes, absolutely. All right, let's work hard, Ms. Horenstein.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do it. Let's work hard. You can do it. I've seen you do it. And while we know that falling down is a part of getting to your destination, I need you to understand that I still believe you can do this.
I do too.
All right. Wonderful. Have you been in touch with your family?
Yes, I have. They're doing wonderful.
They are. Yeah, they're staying safe.
I want to say one thing before we close out, I guess. So another thing that Naomi's Nest taught me, before I was adamant about keeping up with the outside world, my family, and I was able to identify with that was also something that was taking away from my own recovery. As soon as it was time to work on self, I would want to get on the phone and engage in whatever my sister, my mom, my dad, the kids. But I have learned here that I'm powerless to those things. And the only thing that I am not powerless over is my own recovery and working on myself. And it has helped tremendously because here I wasn't able to get away with using the phone when I couldn't and, doing all those other things from before. So it really helped knowing that, my relationship with my higher power, he's taking care of everything for me without having to worry about it. I didn't have to be on the phone 10 times a day and trying to, whatever. So that's been big for me here. And it, I commend Naomi's Nest for helping me with that because that was a big issue with me. And the staff and everybody else here has helped me tremendously. When I first came in, I was still trying to do things my way, as you know. And but
I'm laughing.
I am too.
I'm so grateful that I got to experience Naomi's Nest. You sent me here last March. I left in an hour, and here I am a year to the date of when you sent me here the first time. And God works in ways that are just unbelievably helpful in ways I can't even express. So thank you to everybody here and there.
Thank you, Ms. Horenstein, for staying in the fight with us. Thank you for not giving up on yourself because we're not giving up on you. And so thank you for not giving up on yourself. Okay. All right. So Ms. Cleveland, is there anything you need me to clarify? I believe we're all on the same page.
No, Your Honor. I just want to wish Ms. Horenstein the best. She's going to transition, I believe, today to the next program. I'm here for her. We're going to do this together. The court is here for you. And if you need to talk to me, which I will need you to contact me as soon as you get over there, please do. And Your Honor, I will communicate every step of the way what's going on with her.
All right. Very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, do you have anything for Ms. Horenstein or for the court?
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Horenstein, be safe. We know you can do it. Just be safe. Thank you, Judge.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Ms. Horenstein, you demonstrated to me this morning a different kind of Stephanie than I've been used to. And I really appreciate that. That's why I was comfortable with just letting you handle your conversation with the court because I thought it was necessary after what you told me. So congratulations. And we're in there with you. Don't give up on yourself either because we're not going to give up on you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Ms. Cleveland, I will need you to circle back to the tether officer with the mandates that the order that the court's giving with respect to 30-day restriction in the building, and then after that, a curfew. We'll just start first with the 30-day restriction.
Yes,
Okay?
Your Honor.
All right, very good. If nothing else, I'd like to see Ms. Hornstein next week, Friday. Let's just check in on her, make sure she's doing well, adjusting well. Any concerns, you'll be able to raise those issues, of course, with Ms. Cleveland immediately, and we'll certainly get them addressed. And so next week, Friday is the 23rd, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I'll have the return to court date for Ms. Hornstein, April 23rd, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. Okay. All right, Ms. Hornstein. Take care. Do well.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yes,
Cleveland.
ma'am. All right. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Smith. All right. There is someone who joined us on a Samsung Galaxy. I'm going to ask you to start your video. I'm also going to ask you to unmute. Show your face and not a piece of paper. I want to make sure you're in the right place, but I don't know your name.
Darnell Williams.
You need to turn on your camera, sir. Mr. Williams, did you call the courtroom because you're not on my docket?
Yeah, yes, I did.
All right, give me 1 second. Miss Drew?
The country up 31% in just the last month.
Yes, ma'am. Up loud. Why would somebody come in the court?
Yes, ma'am.
Up loud. Miss Drew, for Mr. Williams, did he call the courtroom?
He hasn't called yet.
Mr. Williams, you need to call the courtroom.
He hasn't called the courtroom yet.
I put the number in.
They hung up on me.
What number did you call? What number did you dial, sir?
965-2200.
No, sir. The number I put in the chat, 965-2280.
Okay, I'm sorry. 965-2280.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am, I sure will.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Thank you.
All right. There's somebody who joined us on Dolores's iPhone. I want to make sure you're in the right place. I'm going to ask you to start your video and unmute yourself so that we can get your name and see if you're in the right place.
Yeah. Different phone number. I'm calling now.
All right. No one is going to respond from Dolores' iPhone. Okay. I've asked them to start their camera and to unmute. They have not. And so for Dolores's iPhone, please look at the telephone number that's in the chat, 313-965-2280. Please call that number and speak with my clerk, who's probably on a call with Mr. Williams now, and find out where you should be. I want to make sure you're in the right place. And so I don't have your name. It's not on your phone. And I just want to make sure you're in the right place. Okay, there's someone there. Ma'am, could you tell me your, ma'am, could you tell me your name? You're not.
Oh, I think I'm in the wrong place.
You are.
Okay, I'm in the wrong place.
You are. Okay, bye-bye.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bye-bye.
It's Friday, Judge.
Now, I was gonna swallow the bonnet. I was, because she, she was seasoned.
She got on a robe. All right.
You got on a bathrobe.
Yeah.
And you coming into court. Let me tell you whose courtroom I hope she's not going into, Judge Giles or Judge Bryant, because she's in for a treat. And I'm going to reach out to both of them to see if she went there. All right. Let's see. I saw Miss Ginap come on. She's not supposed to be on today.
No, Your Honor. She's okay. She had her face-to-face, and I don't think she wrote down the next court date. So she...
All right. I tell them to come in if they have an issue.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna call the remainder of the docket, and then you all let me know if I missed something. I have the following: U-268-83815 for Sierra Kimball. That matter was scheduled for an arraignment on the bench warrant. Ms. Kimball has not joined us in the courtroom. And so, Ms. Drew, let's follow the appropriate, because she's not in specialty court yet. And so please send out the show cause for Ms. Kimball.
Okay.
And then I also have for Arkayla Showers, case number U45027818. Ms. Showers was also scheduled for an arraignment on the bench warrant. She has failed to appear, and let's show cause her as well.
Okay.
All right. And then those were the only matters that I had left on the docket. Did I miss anything?
No, Your Honor, not according to my sheet.
No, ma'am.
All right, then we are in great shape. You all know I'm going to be coming down to the office in just a few minutes. I was supposed to work from there today and had some difficulty, so I need to get my